8 days, 120 kilometers, dozens of pasta plates, and it all comes down to this. One last ridge, one final push. Will we beat the storm and catch the bus, or end up stranded in the Dolomites forever? It's 6 a.m, the air is crisp, our legs are tired, and the trail, it has 20 kilometers left to throw at us. Today is the final day of the Alta Via 1 journey, and while we'd love to take it slow, there's a bus to catch, and a thunderstorm chasing us down the mountain. So we pack up quietly, step out of Rifugio Pramperet, and hit the trail one last time. One last climb, one last coffee, one last are we lost moment? Well, hopefully. Let's finish what we started.
Day 8 of the Alta Via 1. Last day. Early morning start. It's going to be a long day today. 17 kilometers to the finish. There might be a storm coming in later, so we woke up a little bit early. I woke up at about 5:30. It's about 6 now. So we're going to get started and hopefully we'll find a bus or a taxi or something to take us to town. But yeah, last day, bittersweet. It's been a long, beautiful day. A long, beautiful trip rather, and yeah, I'm gonna miss these mountains. It's been, of course, a bit of tough, bit of exercise, bit of sweat, but worth it in the end.
The trail started gently, but that didn't last long. Soon we were climbing, switchbacks, loose rocks, and a long ridge looming above us. The views, absolutely stunning.
Sweating.
But then came the wind. It picked up fast, and for the first time on this trip, I actually felt cold. Wind jacket on, hood up, and still a chill in the air and nerves in my stomach. The final ridge was ahead of us. It was narrow, exposed, and dramatic. We were walking a spine of rock with nothing but sky and drop-offs on either side. In bad windy weather, this is terrifying. If you're planning this hike, be careful here. Take your time and check the forecast. But crossing it, unreal. A proper main character moment. After the ridge, the trail calmed down, and we were rewarded for our early start with something special: complete silence, golden light, and clouds below us.
That section was quite tough. You can see now why some people wanted to stop a bit earlier, because going over that ridge, or whatever you want to call it, is quite scary, especially if there's a bit of wind. Actually, the first time I've got a bit chilly as well. But yeah, we've finished now the major climb of the day. I was hoping for a Rifugio, but haven't seen one yet. I'd love a cup of coffee right now. Anyway, if we don't find it, we'll stop for our own little packed breakfast later and make our way to our lunch stop at the next Rifugio. We'll make it work. But yeah, it's on the chillier side today, but still beautiful. It's actually nice hiking up that hill when it's a bit cooler and not too hot. Onwards we go. The hunt for coffee continues.
We found a spot to sit and had our packed breakfast from Rifugio Pramperet. Honestly, the best breakfast view of the entire trip. No restaurant could ever compete with this. After that magical breakfast moment, we were feeling good, energized, inspired, slightly windblown. And then we made a fateful decision. Let's get a coffee at the next Rifugio. Sounds simple, right? Except the next Rifugio wasn't exactly around the corner. What we thought would be just maybe an hour turned into 2. We kept following the trail, contouring around the mountain, passing through alpine meadows and stony ridgelines. No Rifugio in sight. Eventually, finally, Rifugio Pian de Fontana came into view, perched into a small green bowl beneath the cliffs. At this point, we didn't want a full lunch, we just needed 2 things: water and coffee. This is where a lot of hikers sleep their final night. It shortens the final day by a lot, but it means your day 7 would have been long and brutal. With water bottles refilled and caffeine flowing through our veins, we continued down into the forest. The final chapter of our AV1 adventure was about to begin. Leaving Pian de Fontana, we started descending, which, after 8 days of uphill battles, felt like a gift. But in true Alta Via 1 fashion, the trail had other ideas. Every descent came with a surprise uphill, like it was trying to squeeze in just a few more climbs before letting us go. The terrain shifted quickly. We entered a dense forest where the humidity hit us like a wall. Sweat dripping, legs aching, and that wonderful smell of pine needles and wet earth all around us. The trail twisted, rolled, and dipped. Honestly, it felt like we were in some kind of hiking limbo. Almost done, but not quite. Eventually, the forest opened up, and like an oasis in the woods, Rifugio Bianchet appeared.
A bittersweet moment. We arrived at Rifugio Bianchet, and this is the last Rifugio on the Alta Via 1. We'll stop here for a quick lunch, something to drink. It's been a beautiful day so far. The section between Pramperet and whatever the next one was, it's really amazing. Wouldn't want to skip that for the world. If you can do it early morning, if the weather is okay, go and do it. Be safe, but it's a beautiful section. The rest of the day so far has been like in the forest. Really been nice, mate. Slowly but steady downhill. And now it's lunchtime. Last Rifugio, and let's grab a last good beer on the Alta Via 1. Almost there.
We dropped our bags, found a table, and ordered our final Rifugio meal of the trip: gnocchi and a cold beer.
Cheers. End of Alta Via.
If you've ever wondered what satisfaction tastes like, it's this moment right here.
That is good.
We toasted to the trail, to our legs, and to the fact we were almost done.
The last Rifugio on the Alta Via, and of course you have to finish with the Italian beer. Glorious.
With full bellies and slightly wobbly legs, we started the final stretch of the Alta Via 1. My watch said 6 kilometers, but I swear it felt closer to 9. And that last section was not the easy downhill kind either. My knees were screaming and every corner made me think, this must be the end, right? It wasn't. And then, through the trees, we saw it. A road. Cars, civilization. The end. We had reached the bottom. After 8 days, 120 kilometers and one final mental battle. The trail was behind us. We walked the final stretch down the busy road to the bus stop. It felt surreal, like walking out of a dream and back into reality. And then we waited, a long, tired, peaceful wait, before boarding the bus to Belluna. Over the last 8 days, I crossed over 120 kilometers, climbed more than 6,500 meters of elevation, and saw some of the most beautiful mountains and lakes I've ever laid eyes on. My legs are tired, my skin is sunburnt, I'm dehydrated, and somehow I've never felt more alive. I hiked through storms and sunshine, laughed through pain, shared stories with strangers, and ate pasta at the edge of the world. This wasn't just a trek, it was a journey, and one I'll never forget. Now, most people will finish the Alta Via 1 and head home, but us, we weren't ready to stop. So we rented a car and stayed for another 3 nights. And for the first time in 8 days, I slept in a real bed, with sheets and pillows and a proper shower. It was emotional. We based ourselves at a charming little B&B and explored more of the Dolomites by car. Those windy roads, unreal. We visited lakeside town of Aleche, ate incredible food and drove some of the most scenic passes in the region, like Passagao and yes, back to Lagazoy. We even walked through a gorge wearing a ridiculous hat, because why not? And just when we thought we'd seen it all, we did one more hike and found a lake so beautiful, so perfect, I still don't believe it's real. But those stories are for another day. Eventually we made our way back to Venice, walked the canals, ate some amazing seafood, and slowly transitioned back to reality. Flying home, I knew one thing for sure, I'll be back. There are more peaks to climb, more trails to follow, and a lot more pasta to eat. For now, these memories will stay with me. My heart is full, my soul is happy. If you made it this far, you're a legend. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Dolomites. Like, comment and subscribe if you want more stories, hikes and adventures that are already on the way. Until next time, keep exploring.